Hello and welcome to Baduk One channel, and this this is an episode 3 of Path from 10q to first dan, and my opponent put 5 stones handicap, so let's try to play this handicap game. And I'm playing as white, and I wanted to build some framework on the right side, but my opponent plays pincer now, so probably I will jump out, or I can also take the corner. But okay, I will jump out. And now normally black also jumps out. And I can play this move. It is a Joseki move, shoulder hit. And this is a pretty simple Joseki. Black is playing correctly, is not doing any mistakes. And since I already have a stone, I can play double Hane. Yes, and black connected, this is correct. And now I have a choice. I can connect here, or I can jump inside the corner. Then he will most probably Atari. So I think better to connect for me, to keep connection. And but here I can already jump inside, and I can save this Atari for later, choosing direction. Okay, my opponent decided to connect, so I do not Atari. And this is pretty much a live shape for white. And now this move is fine as well. And I think I will just protect this cut to keep my group outside strong. And we can see that my opponent is building Moyo on the top side. And I should invade somehow. And let me think how to do. First, probably let me play this move, because I still can play with Sente against his group. And and let me use these stones to attack this bottom stones of black. Let's see what will happen here. He played here, I played Hane. This is kind of standard variation, and now I can push. But since he blocked me, I can cut. And here it's a bit risky already for white, because black can cut my stones. So I will connect this shape as well. And here I will what should I do here? If I will play this Atari, he will turn here, then I will extend. But it looks fun. Let's try this. I want to get these moves in Sente in order to settle my group on the bottom side. And now I will play this move, because my big wall is kind of surrounded, and I'm expanding my eye space, and now my opponent attacks. So here I should protect somehow my vital point. First I will go out and oh, he chose this move, but this is a mistake. This is bad shape. I can push one more time, and now I can simply protect my cut in the bottom. And not cut, but some vital points. So now my shape is totally alive. Yes, and my opponent continues to build huge Moyo, and probably I will invade top side now. So let's see what will happen when I will jump here. Oh, this is a very fierce move, and he wants to take all base from white stones. And let's test this first. Aha, then I can Atari here, and I can play this move. So I'm slowly going inside his territory, and he took second line, which is not very big. Now I can play this Atari, and then I can throw in. He will take back, but I have some co-threats. For example, I can play some moves here to threaten to cut out his group. Oh, so he ignored. Then I will play this move, and I can play Atari now, and I can play another move here. So he will Atari now, most probably. I will connect, and he will have to connect. Okay, he still has to connect. But this is questionable technique that he chose. Here I can play Atari, and if he will connect, then I will capture this stone. But now I will capture this stone, and I think black group will die now. Yes, he can play Atari, and then can play Hane, but I will not give him a chance to build two eyes. Or maybe it will be Seki, we will see. So here I can play this move. He will play Hane. Yes, I will play Atari. Now he has to connect. Then I will just play this move. But this is already Seki, so actually there is no need for black to play. It is Sente Seki for black. But now since he played, I will throw in one stone here and then push here. So now black cannot capture, but black can cut. Okay, so he didn't cut. Then I will play here. Now he can cut out 3 stones by simply playing Atari. Yes, so he plays Atari, but in this case I will get Ponuki in Sente, which is okay. And now my cut is kind of safe. Nothing will happen. And but still, problem is that white doesn't have any points, so I will invade here. I have to invade everywhere. Oh, this move is not big. So now my corner is alive as well, and I will try to settle that group. Problem is that I cannot kill anything here. Maybe I will try to cut out these stones in the center. Oh, this is mistake because I can play Atari and capture, and now white is alive already. And this stone is not big, and I can even use it later. So let me attach to Tengen and see how can I use some cutting points. Maybe play here. This is correct. Okay, I have to cut something to kill some stones. Otherwise, I think game is too close. So let's try to do something with this group. And now I will try to play Ko. Excuse me. Oh, this move. Then I can play here. And it will be double Atari. Now black group is already cut, but problem is that he wants to save it, but he doesn't have time to save it. It is already cut, and this won't work because I will simply connect the co-fight, and white has 6 liberties, and this black group doesn't have a lot of liberties as well as this one, so black is kind of dead with both of his groups. Okay, I will play here. And now I will settle my big group, but I think it is already settled because I can attach here or simply even extend. So yes, he cannot cut, but I do not like situation in the center, so I will add one more move here because he can simply reduce in center. Here I will play Atari, and here I will extend. This group he cannot cut because I can Atari and connect. This group is alive as well because I have this move, and I can keep my eye, so black cannot kill. Here I can play Atari. Connect. So what do we have? This group of white is alive. This group is alive on Seki. This is a good move. I have to connect, otherwise he will Atari, and he would have a follow-up after that Atari. So my central group is alive as well, left group is alive as well, and here all black stones are captured. So I think it is comfortable win for white. But my opponent played really fast.
Someone invites you to play.
So, okay, what should I do now? Just let's start the review.
Someone invites you to play.
So here, I think it should be last game. Okay. So I will enlarge and put coordinates. Actually, I like the way black played. He played very active and he attacked a lot. For example, here, if black will simply play here, then white can start building some kind of framework on the right side. And then he played pincer. And now if I will enter the corner, then most probably he will just build a good thickness. When I can again enter his bottom side, then probably it would be something like this. But it is still good for black. Black has solid shapes everywhere. And I decided to jump because I already have one stone and I wanted to use it somehow by playing this Joseki. So here, yes, this push is okay. Also, black can cut here, but it leads to complicated variation with a ladder, and I don't think it is important to show for 10Q. Now, this push is okay, and then Joseki move is to push and jump. Yes, so this is okay. And usually white plays something like this, but since I have a stone already and it is a handicap game, I want to kind of keep my stones connected and thick. So here I decided to connect solidly, and when he cut, so I can jump inside the corner, and he cannot kill this group, it is too strong. When he connected here, kind of separated me totally. But then I can play here and make life, so this group is alive already for white. And then he played this attacking move. Later, if white will invade directly, he may consider this move and then this move. And I mean white group can become very heavy, so I just decided not to wait and simply protect this cut, which is big, and it makes white shape very strong. But my opponent is continuing to cover my group, so even though it is strong, it doesn't have two eyes yet. And what I like here for black is that he is building his moyo while kind of attacking my group. It is acceptable. However, also he could consider some attack from this side. With this move, he is kind of taking points inside the corner and pushes white out to search for points outside. But maybe he was worried that white will jump somehow. I mean, maybe he was worried that it will affect this moyo, and he wanted to keep his tengen active. Then I think this move is not a mistake. Then I played some center move against his group, and he protected, and now I start attacking these two stones because I must settle my group first before I can invade on the top side. And because if I will invade on the top side, I most probably will lose Sente. For example, if I will do the same, like I play here, he will play here, I will play here, and now black may even consider to continue attacking my group somehow, like for example playing this move. And now if I connect here, he can cut me with 8, and if I will connect here, he will simply cut me here. And he will take a kind of big corner. Okay, it will be something like this. This position is comfortable for black because black took corner right side, and white group still doesn't have two eyes. So it is kind of strong shape because it is all connected, and it won't die most probably, but anyway, I didn't want to lose Sente, so I decided to attack with stones to see how can I settle. And here my opponent, he played very smart. Usually here black plays this and white cuts. But black, he realized that he doesn't need to give me to allow white to cut him, and he extended. And here he's kind of sacrificing 2 stones, because let me see. Yes, because this ladder is working for white. So he's kind of sacrificing 2 stones, but I understand if I will ladder these 2 stones, then he will simply play this cut, and this group in the center, it has big problems. Either this group will die or these stones will die, and this is kind of huge. And of course he would not jump, he would not run with a ladder, so it would be this way, 1-2. Yes, and it is kind of, yes, it is good for white that he captures 2 stones, but it is really bad for white that he got his group separated here. So I didn't want that to happen, and I decided to connect and let black connect as well. Then this is a sacrifice strategy. This stone that I played to Atari black, I played with understanding that he will capture this stone, but also he has to come back later to capture this stone, because he doesn't want complications. And actually this is the plan, that white regains Sente after black comes back to capture that stone. So I finally played here in the corner, and I even pushed one time. So white is kind of settled now, because black cannot cut this group anymore, and I believe I can build one eye outside and at least one eye inside. So we can say that white central group is settled. And then black played really nice move. He started attacking my bottom group while building territory in the bottom left. This is very smart. Up to here, what can I say? Black played perfectly, and he played many moves that I don't believe 10Q level at Fox Go server can play this kind of moves. So I'm pretty sure that my opponent is not 10Q, but it is not a problem. And now he played another big move. So what is interesting? Why do I state that he is not 10Q? First of all, he plays Tenuki when it is needed to play Tenuki. Usually double-digit Q players, they play Tenuki totally not in the right moment. They play Tenuki either too early or too late. Something like this, and they usually are stick to local positions. But in this game, my opponent, he just plays perfectly. He plays like done player, you know. So what else? Then I finally decide to invade, and actually black Moyo is huge, but I think that upper Moyo is the biggest one, so this is why I decided to start with reduction of the biggest one. And this move I play because here still there is some agi in this shape. I can try to cut it later, and if I will simply play here, then maybe he will play some high move here or even low move here, but some pincer I mean, and I mean, if he will add one more move later, then it will be already hard for me to use this agi somehow. So this is why I played at 2 instead of 1, and I was kind of sure that he will push me towards his weak group. It is not super weak, but this shape is Keima and Keima, and I have a solid wall here. So this is usually better for black to add some kind of move here. But my opponent, he decided to attack me fiercely, and with this move he is taking out my and now he can connect to any side, to that side or to that side. And the point is that he destroyed my eye space on the top side, so I have to kind of jump in the center. And then I knew, of course, that this will happen. But also, if I will block him here, he will play this, and then he will connect to this stone. So for this reason, I decided to play this exchange first, as in the game. And now he decided to capture this stone. When I cut, oh, sorry, it was too fast. When I cut, he play Atari, I play Atari, and he capture. And with this capture, I can play Atari from here now. So another option would be for black just simply to connect, but then white will have this Atari, and if he will capture, then I can cut already this stone, and it is kind of base already for white here. So he probably didn't want me to Atari with 2 as well, and this is the reason why he captured immediately. Yes, but then I can Atari here, and he pushes here. When I extend, because there is no need to Atari here now. I mean to capture this stone, because he will just play here, and white cannot do anything. I will play Atari, he will play Atari, and this Atari white cannot f4 to lose. White has to protect this, and then our stone 3 is captured, and black is totally happy on the top side. So I didn't want this to happen. This is why I extend one more time, and when he plays this, and now I play here, and now it is a little bit different situations, because this what is this, e3 cut for black is impossible already. White is kind of connected, and when he played this, I play Atari, he played here, and I throwed in. Maybe I could play Atari, but it is okay. When he captured, and I play this move, and he connected, and that is what I was talking about. There was some weakness about this shape, and I played it as a co-thread. Then I just cut out his group, and I'm not sure that his moves were correct. I think black simply must connect. Once black is simply connected, white cannot kill or threaten somehow his group. Black is totally okay. He won this go, he still can cut here, and he already settled his group that was in danger. So it is okay to simply connect with 1 and 3. But my opponent, he decided to play here, and then this move, but I can push, and he still can connect. He will play here, I play here, and he can play this kind of move. And now if I will capture, he can simply connect here. And also later I have to come back, because I believe if I do not come back, he may try to kill me. So for example, if I will spend another move, sorry, maybe not this one, but maybe some kind of protection of the cut, so maybe he can push and maybe play this move, but I think white is alive in this way, so maybe he should try something else. Also, I believe if he will play this one, then white is also alive with this move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It is ko. It is a ko. And what else is possible here? Actually, nothing is possible. It is ko. Then what should I do? Then I do not need to Atari this, but I will have to Atari. Yes, I have to throw in. He will capture, and it is Atari. Then I have to Atari. He will play here. Oh, no. I missed something. I can play this Atari. And black cannot capture my stone 10, because I will capture him. Okay, but if he will connect, if he will capture 18 stone, and now I play Atari, when he will connect, I will Atari, he will connect, and I will capture everything. So white is finally alive. Yes, I just missed that opportunity to throw in. So yes, locally it is ko, but because of this kind of connection, if black had this stone at R12, if this stone was at R11, then all this stuff would be impossible, and it would be a simple ko fight. And really complicated ko fight for white. But in this particular case, since I can throw in and black has to capture, and then I can simply play Atari, and if he will connect, then I will capture here, and we can see that white has one huge eye and one small eye, so white is totally alive. Okay, but here my opponent he took some risk, and then yes, and then we had this Seki position. And he took Sente, it is okay. Then I play here. Actually, I can think about something else, but I really didn't like. I mean, if I will start jumping out here, then my opponent can always play this move, and kind of separate this group, and it is too weak, only one eye. So I don't like this. This is why I knew that I have to sacrifice something here, and I played this move. Good news is that I had a Ponuki in Sente, and this Ponuki in Sente pretty much helped to stabilize my central group here. And then my opponent, he captured 3 stones. Actually, he could capture in this fashion as well. This is, I think, even better than to play the move that he played in the game. And actually, these stones are not so big. I would, for example, I would reinforce somehow, maybe take points here. If white will start to get them out, then black can always play Atari and play this Atari, so kind of squeeze, and then play here. So there is no need for white to take out that stones. So I'm not sure that this move is needed by black. And then I play this invasion, because black, since he finally played this move, and his shape is too thick. And if black will add one more move, then I'm afraid it would be late for white to invade. So this is why I think it is the latest timing for white to invade here. He cannot wait more. And I'm not sure also about this move, because black is very thick and he can even play something like this. I mean, attack fiercely. But my opponent, he decided to Atari here, and this Atari is not big. It is not important. This one stone is doing nothing, since white is feeling okay here, and black group is already connected on the top side. He doesn't need to capture this one stone. When since he kind of tenuki, I exchange this, so I have this one supporting stone at G6, and now he answered, and when I play this move to continue my invasion on the left side somehow, when he splits. This is a good tactics for black to split invasion group. Now white has to care about these stones and to care about these stones, this one stone as well. So when I'm playing this, because since my opponent he didn't protect this earlier in the game, and his corner is still open, then I just decided to play here and to see what are the opportunities inside. And then we just played a little bit, but white is already fine, and the problem is that black has too many cutting points on outside. White can cut this not now but later, when white will have some ladder breaker or some stones nearby, and also white can cut here, as I did in the game. So this shape is weak, and black has to reinforce it somehow. Since I already settled this group, I started settling that group, and also I could jump, but then my opponent, he just plays this move, and this move takes a lot of points already for black. Plus he can connect anytime, so I think my move was correct to try to seek for a base on the side while taking his points. So, and then he pushes here, and then I jump. because I do not want to be blocked from the center. And also okay, and now actually I cannot continue playing towards the center because in this fashion I will harm my central group, and then on some point I will still have to come back to build ice, and then my opponent can still play some moves around this cut. Maybe something here when I will have to protect this cut, and I'm afraid on some point white even may die with the whole group. So my point is I did not continue to push from behind towards the center because I do not want to harm my central stones. Okay. Now I just played this move kind of testing, probing to see if I can cut here later, and also to check how black will respond. And then he played very solidly, so I do not want to continue pulling out because now these exchanges they kind of harm this group. So I do not want to continue. I just probe once, and now I understand that I cannot continue. I have to settle first. And then we played something. When I think he made mistake. This was a mistake. And I'm not sure what to play here. Probably this was mistake as well. What if play here? If white will hane, black can cut. If white will atari, black will atari, and at least black can capture 2 stones. If white will atari from here, then white looks settled to me. So I don't see actually how to kill this white, because white already got both Sagaris on the second line. I think white is okay. Maybe there is some beautiful fancy way to kill this group, but to me it looks like settled. Okay, then he played this, and this was mistake because I play Atari and then I capture, and now he cuts, but there is no need to cut out a group that is already alive. I think black on this point, at this point, he should just probably either reinforce his weakness while attacking white base, something like this, and then probably something like this. So now if white will cut, then black can play what to do. I think white stone 6 is already dead. I think it cannot get out. Oh no, this may be a problem. So let me think. If he will continue breaking through. So maybe not move number 6, number 7 I mean, maybe some different shape. But what if simply jump? White still plays here, I play here. White plays here, I play here. Then if he plays here, I can play here. He will atari, I will atari. He will capture, I will atari. He will connect, I will atari. He will play here, I will atari. He will play here, I will atari. And I think this is a ladder. Yes. But okay, I'm not talking about details here. I'm talking about direction of play, kind of. Okay? So, since black is okay everywhere, I think he should protect some weakness. Okay, maybe even this is enough. Even this is enough. No need to play some complicated stuff. Now I attach because I really want to kill something, because I feel that the game is close, but I do not want this game to be close. I want to ensure my victory, and when I'm seeking for something, and finally, yes, I get these stones, but he didn't make any mistake here, and I finally cut. And when he play Atari, I extend, he plays here, when I play here. Yes, and these stones, I think he cannot save, because I can connect. And now if he will capture, then I can extend. And this group is already captured. Okay, he can escape, I think, by connecting here. It still will be co, but at least this group will die. So, and since my bottom group is kind of safe, it can make twice easily, then I think it is kind of fair result for white. White didn't die with any big group, and white captured some group himself. Okay, so this was a plan. Here obviously black cannot cut because of double Atari, and if he will capture, then I will Atari here first, and he will connect, and I will play here. And it is same as in the game. Black will die with both of his groups. So he connected, I connected, he played here, I play here, he played this move, then I descend. Problem is that black's group on the bottom has only 3 liberties, but it can make some fancy shape and gain liberties, and then maybe even force me to Semidori to capture his dead group. But this is the reason why I spend one more move here, just to keep it simple for myself. And after that, I think game is pretty much over. Okay, I even added something in the top to protect the top group. Yes, this he cannot kill. Mistake for white would be to do what? But actually no mistake for white. Even if white will Tanuki, white is already alive, because if black plays this move, then white is always alive with this move. But black can play here first, and if black will play here first and white will block, then black can kill this way. Yes, then now white is dead. So yes, it is a mistake. To Tanuki, not good, because black can play too. Yes, and if white will Atari and connect here, make an eye, then black will just play here. So this will die. Only one eye. So I was right during the game that I played here. And then he tried to kill, but I'm alive, and he tried to kill that group as well. I'm alive also. And here he resigned. I think it is a good place to resign for black. Okay, thank you very much for your attention, and see you next time. Bye bye.